what I was expecting when I signed up for this course, but the journey so far has been wonderful. It's been filled with ups and downs, a lot of sleepless nights. So I'm here to reflect on the journey so far. I first heard about this course from my good friend Wandile Sihiya, who is an alumni of SMG Maker. Yeah, so when I saw all of his creation, I've been somebody who has taken interest in knowing how things work. If I see a radio, I want to know how this radio works. If I see a computer, I want to know how to talk to this computer. I want to know the mechanics that goes on into making this computer what it is today. So that has been my passion since childhood. So when I saw that someone I'm close to, a friend of mine, can produce his own drone, something that I've always wanted to test out and fly, and I see that he manufactured his own drone, like it piqued my passion, and I had to send him a message. Hey, Wandile, how did you do this? How did you do that? Please put me in touch. Anything that you know, just put me in touch. I want to learn. And he's like, okay. He introduced me to TCS, Tata Consultancy Service, and luckily for me, I did the necessary requirement that they asked, signed in, and I was accepted. So getting accepted into Tata Consultancy Service and being lectured or being taught on how to be an IoT developer, it was the moment I realized that finally that dream I had as a little kid is about to be turned into a reality. What have my favorite moment been in this course? Well, like I said, I had no prior knowledge of how things work. So getting into this, I'm meeting a lot of people, a lot of wonderful people that has been SNG makers for years, and then also seeing them taking the same course. Some of them did computer science as a course, whereas me, I did construction management and quantity surveying. So having no knowledge of computer and coming in and seeing a lot of people, I got scared for the first time. For the first week that we got into the lab, I got scared. But talking to them and them telling me that, oh no, don't be scared. We were like you before. We were like you last year. We were like you when we started this. All you have to do when you don't understand, just raise up your hand, ask some question. We will be here to get you. So knowing that these people that have been here that I don't know from anywhere, I'm just meeting them for the first time, are there to have my back, are there to tell me we will guide you. It kind of like that summed up what the whole Ubuntu and being your brother's keeper is. So that was my favorite moment, knowing that whatever plan that I have, whatever I'm thinking of, or any challenges that I'm facing with this course, I have somebody there that will tell me or that will guide me on how to sort this thing out. That is my favorite moment. I started this course with little or no knowledge about computer. All I had was passion. All I had was getting to know how things work. I had no previous knowledge. Coding was something I used to hear friends talk about. Programming was something I used to hear from groups. I haven't actually gone into the details of let me learn this or let me learn this. No. But joining this program and seeing how things have been going, because I started this on February. So far, without the knowledge of coding or programming, without the knowledge of anything, right now I can categorically say that yes, I'm not there yet where I can stand and say yes, I can code or I can program or I can do this. No, but with the knowledge that I've gotten from this facility and the course, I can stand and say yes, I can connect an LED light through a breadboard and power it with a microcontroller. That is something that I can beat my chest and say, yes, this is what I learned from attending this course. And also, I've also learned the importance of coding, and it also made me join an online course where I'm learning how to code with the C++ language. And after that, I'm also trying to learn the C language and also the Python language. And it's all thanks to this course that has opened a new avenue, a new channel, a new wave of thinking for me. The most challenging experience that I faced while in this course throughout this journey so far is understanding what is going on. Because I always see our facilitator, Mr. Francis, who does an amazing job while explaining things. He breaks it down to the mind, like to the list, so that a 5-year-old can understand it. And sometimes the brain, it does what it wants to do and it understands what it wants to understand. So whenever I see myself trying not leaning out and not understanding what Francis is saying, I'll always remind myself there is a reason why you are here. And not understanding was the first challenge that I faced. Not understanding. But after thinking back and reminding myself, this is why you are here. You need to become something out of yourself. You've had this passion and you are here now. Like, you are here. You have to take it. You have to grab it with your two hands. And that kind of gave me a motivation to pay more attention in class and go do my reading myself, go do some researches myself. Like, take for example, for coding on a C++, I didn't know anything about coding. Nothing. Francis, whenever he's telling us about coding and programming the microcontroller to do what we want it to do, or with the breadboard and LED light, I'm always like, okay, I understand this is the line of code you need to write. I understand this is the line of code that will do this. I understand, but I don't know how to do it. If you are not here, I don't know how to do it. So on my spare time, I decided to take up coding classes on YouTube, online, where so far I can code myself. Like, I can code, I can program a microcontroller to power on an LED light. So for me, that is the challenge, and also overcoming it, and by just paying more attention and doing my own research and also talking to friends. It was amazing, and it was a fun moment for me to overcome that challenge of not from going from not understanding to understanding and being able to do it without the help of the facilitator. How I want things to end for me, or how I see things ending after the end of this program. Well, for somebody who has the passion like me to build things or to understand how things are being built, if I can have the knowledge, because that's what I'm trying to gain now, and at the end of this course, this amazing course, I go out in the world and I can build myself toys where I can give to my young niece, where like build things that can bring changes, actual change to the world. Like right now, I have this idea where I've spoken with Francis, and he told me that it is an amazing idea, but just having the idea is one thing. Knowing what to do and how to make that idea a reality is another thing. So I want to have that idea, and I want at the end of this course to have the idea and also have the knowledge to make that idea and bring that idea to reality. That is one thing I want to achieve by the end of this course. I want to be able to build devices. That is one thing. Whatever it is, I want to be able to build devices that can help people alleviate some challenges that we face, be it in the security industry, be it in the agricultural industry, be it in the construction industry, be it any industry. I want to go there. When people tell me their problem, I want to be there listening to their problem and say, okay, don't worry, I got you. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And then with the help of my friends, we can come up with an idea, and then we can build it and help that people solve their problem, help people solve their problem. That is my interest. And another thing is, coming from an engineering sector where I got my diploma in construction management, I also want to be able to come up with ideas and devices that can help in different sectors of construction. Maybe be it finding out leakages in the pipe, be it finding out cracks in the cement, be it finding out when the structures are not holding well, when the structures are not balanced. All sort of things that will help in the construction industry. That is what I want to do. I just want to build things that will make people's life better. When we're talking of assignment, let me quote Francis in what he's always telling us. He will always say, I'll put you guys through hell with my assignment. The reason why I'm doing that is to make sure that after this course, you can go out there and you can be great IoT developers. So far, he has been putting us through hell with his assignment, but sometimes he acts as the mom. He would throw us through hell with his left hand and draw us back with his right hand, cause that's what good facilitators do. So far the assignment, the assessment, they've been good. They've been challenging. I can't lie, they're challenging at some point, but when you go back and you watch the videos and you do your own research, you see that, oh, okay, it's not as challenging as I had anticipated it would be, but I just saw it firsthand and I think it's going to be challenging. So the assessment, the assignment has been good. It's been testing our knowledge and how fast we can think for ourselves. That is one thing I love about the assessment and the assignment that Francis has been giving to us and other facilitators have been putting us through. Interactions with my peers has been amazing. We created a WhatsApp group where everybody is given the equal opportunity to share whatever problem they are having, to share whatever thing that they are thinking, ideas, anything that it is. We talk about it in the group, and as a group, we always come together, whether we are in the lab or whether we are communicating in the WhatsApp group. We always help each other out. That is one thing that I will cherish forever. How this course has brought me a lot of amazing people, how this course have brought me in contact with a lot of people that I can call my friends now, and there are peers that I'm not afraid to go to with my idea, because sometimes there are ideas that will come to my head and I'm like, this is not possible, this is not going to work. But because I have friends, I have people in the same environment, in the same industry, that I am doing the same thing that I'm doing, if I go to them with that idea, they'll be like, oh, it's an amazing idea, you know what, let's do this, let's do this, let's do that. And I'm like, wow, I thought this is not gonna work. I thought this is not going to be a good idea. But knowing that you guys are here to tell me that, oh, it's a good idea, let's test it out. Let's test it out and see what will happen after we are done doing that. It gives me great joy that I have peers that I can talk to and they will help me whenever I need them. All in all, I just want to say thank you to Tata Consultancy Service and Algo at Work for putting this course together to help young tech enthusiasts like myself to enhance and build what we have in our brain, in our mind, and make it a reality. This is my reflection so far, and I can't wait to see how the journey ends, because it's a moving journey. So I can't wait to see how this journey will end and what my life will be after this journey and after this course. Thank you.